Hi everybody and welcome to today's live stream. So it's going to be pretty fun. We're doing a second part for the Testnet. That is the new staking platform. So it should be a bit of fun. So I hope you enjoy it. I haven't done any of this, so it's going to be a live, which is cool because then you get to see my mess ups or whatever. But basically it's a testnet, so we're just checking out to see how good it is. And there's lots of people been testing it out. So it looks pretty good to me. So let's get straight into it. We'll probably have a few more people arrive over the next few minutes. So welcome to you, and obviously we love your comments. Let us know in the comment section as well. So really great. And let's get straight into it. So here we are on the new staking platform, and let's have a quick look at where we are. So if you haven't familiar with it, this is the new look. So we've got the staking tab at the top there. We've got the auction tab as the second one, which is the one we're going to look at now. We've got the mining tab, we've got the swap tab, and the tools tab. And so we're going to look at the auctions tabs now. If you want to see a full run through, we did a live stream. Check this channel. I'll also leave it in the video description after this live stream, showing our full walkthrough that we did. And that's where we actually entered the auction. So we'll check that out. Now you've got to hook up your MetaMask wallet and put it on the Robstein network on your MetaMask, okay, not under the normal Ethereum one. So it's very important to remember that. So let's get straight into it. So I actually bid in, this is not real Ethereum, but just pretend Ethereum on the Robstein network, but I actually bid in 0.75 Ethereum. It was either yesterday or the day before. And so that was in competition for I think it was about 31 million per ETH. So there was 1.5 billion in the pool, and it was done on March the 5th, 2020 at 8:44. So there was a 10.653 Ethereum in total put into the pool. For this is just a test net, of course, so just pretend. I put in 0.75, I put in 0.5, and then I added another 0.25, and it puts it on the same row. So what I ended up getting was 23,438,627 Axion. So it was pretty cool, and yeah. And so the ratio was 31,251,502 Axion per ETH, and the auction type was venture because the venture capital auctions, which is where you get the wrapped Bitcoin. So every time you enter, you get 10% back of your Ethereum in wrapped Bitcoin, which you have to claim. So we'll see the dynamics of that. So we've got upcoming auctions down here and completed auctions here. So pretty cool. And shows you the amount of ETH that was put in for those auctions. We've been running March 5th, so we've got a few little auctions running. So it'll just be a dummy variable, and you've got multiple pages there running. So they've been just running multiple auctions from the looks of it. So here's the main event. We've got the withdraw button here. So I'm going to click on that and withdraw the winnings, which is 23,438,627 Axions. So I'm going to withdraw that to my wallet. Let's see how we go with that. Should bring up brings up a whole form. This is fantastic. Okay, stake your auction bid. So once I withdraw, it's going to bring me a staking form. So stake your auction bid. So whenever you go into the auction for the venture capital auctions, you're going to, or daily ones, you're going to withdraw it. It is mandatory for, so the standard auctions, which will have 100 million Axion in them, are different from the venture capital auctions. Venture capital auctions will start with 1 billion in them. There'll be 2 of them a week, and that's where you get your wrapped Bitcoin. So the actual terms are different. So for the standard 100 million Axion in the standard auctions, it's 60-day minimum. But when you do the venture capital auctions like this is, then 120 days is the minimum that you have to stake, which is really cool. So that improves that staking ability. So pretty neat. Anyway, so it is mandatory for each auction bid to be staked. Since this bid is from a venture auction, the minimum amount of days you're able to stake is 120 days. Okay, so you've got to know that. So that's about 4 months. Please enter the stake length for this bid. So it's got the amount already. It's already populated my amount, and it's already got the minimum days of 120 in there. So that's how much I won: 23,438,627. It's got the stake days, 120. The start date of my stake is the 6th of March. The end date is the 5th of April. It says here, that's not particularly 120 days, so there might be something they're working on. Share rate is 1.1, which is pretty close to the real one. And it gives me it's going to give me 21 million shares, so that's the share rate. So this 23,438,000 divided by 1.1 would give me 21.296699 shares, so 21 million. So slightly less because of the rate. So that divided by 1.1 equals that. Obviously, longer pays better. If I'm going to stake 120 days, I guess it's giving me that amount. That doesn't seem quite right with that figure there. Let me just do the calculator on that just to double check. I'm going to go, just pulling up the calculator. You won't be able to see this on your screen. But if I go 23, 438, 627, which is the amount of Axion tokens I have, and I multiply that by 0.2, which is 20%, that will give me 4.688 million, but then I have to divide it by 4 months, so I have to divide it by 3, and that would give me 11562. So let me times that by 3, and let me divide it by 365 times 120. So that gives me about 1.5 million. So this is approximate, so what it looks like, but that's basically 20% per year. The long pays better. So there'll be a few fudging with the numbers because some of them are pretend numbers. And then so I get 21 million shares plus the long pays better bonus. That gives me 22.689 million shares. And then I can basically stake it. So pretty cool. Got to remember most of these numbers are all pretend numbers, so they're not based on the real numbers. So this brings me up a MetaMask ticket. Not sure if you can see that. Let's have a look there. Let's check this out. Welcome Maya in the chat there. It's great to have you here. So I'm just going to process it. It cost me a little bit of Ethereum. A notification came up. I'm just clicking the notification. You can't actually see that on your screen, but that's what I've done. Comes up from your MetaMask, just a normal Ethereum transaction. But of course, this is on the Rob Stein network. So there it's processing away. It says waiting for transaction. I've only just clicked it, and we'll wait a few seconds for that. Should be pretty quick since we're only on a test network. Yeah, it's a bit of fun. So I hope you're enjoying this. Is pretty cool. I love these test nets. Great way of just playing around things. Remember, all the numbers are just pretend numbers, and so final numbers will be going in. So we're just waiting for that. I'm just going to check on my MetaMask, see whether that comes up with the transaction processing. So I'm not sure if you can actually see that showing up. No, you can't. So, but it's basically processing the transaction. And it says it's a withdrawal ticket on the scan, and so we're just waiting for that to go through. Can actually speed it up. I might try to speed it up. Don't know if it says that, but oh no, it's done. So I don't need to speed it up. It's actually done. So let's have a look at that. So transaction confirmed. Your transaction has been successfully mined. Yay! I'm not sure if mine's the right word, but that's what they've got there at the moment. You're good to go. Click the button below to view the transaction on Etherscan. So you can go and do that. I won't do that here, but you can do that. I'm going to click close. So it's changed now from withdraw to complete. So that said withdraw. We've done the withdrawal. Now it says complete. Let's see what else comes up. I'm actually going to go to the staking page. Let's see whether we've got a stake from that. We'll go through, go to the bottom. Active stake. So there's the stake we just did, folks. Hope you enjoyed. That's pretty exciting, really. So that's how easy it should be. So the active stake, you just saw me withdraw it from the venture capital auction, which is just a test one. And you've got the start date and the end date. All right. So the dates would have to be corrected because I put 120 minimum, but it's only a test, so that's something that I'm obviously aware of. Progress. It just shows you the progress, which obviously just started, so it's 0. Principal was the amount that I won in the auction. The shares is how many shares I got from that. And that includes the longer pays better. Interest, obviously no interest yet, but we can see that over the next few days, this should start to earn interest. Obviously, it's not longer than 350 days, and it's not covering over the first big payday, so there's no big payday reward because I only did it for 120 days, and of course, this is only defaulted saying that I'm only doing it for a month. So that's just obviously something they need to look at there, but it's a minor thing. So, and then the annual percentage yield will tell me how much of the reward I'm getting with this interest over the principal and your annual percentage reward. Now, I can also, it says withdraw, I can withdraw that. Obviously, if I withdraw it, let's just try that. you will get 1,402 Axion. So this is what happens if you withdraw it at the beginning. You're going to get hammered with penalties. So basically, I'm going to lose just about everything else. 23,437, and I can go cancel or don't care, withdraw. Well, in reality, you're never going to do that, right? Because you're destroying a lot of value. So I'm just going to cancel that. Let's have a look at the upgrade button. This is pretty cool. I like this stuff. So max shares upgrade. Upgrade the stake and receive max shares at the current rate of 1.1. So that's the share rate. Any accumulated interest will be added to your principal and restake for 5,555 days. Now, so the reason why people max stake is because they want to get as many shares as they can. So if I'm in a venture capital auction after wrap Bitcoin, I'll get 10% wrap Bitcoin. So we'll have a look around to see where that's there. It's probably not in this version at this stage, but we'll check it out. And then you also will you also get you want to stake it for long max years if you want to get more wrap Bitcoin as a staker, as just a standard staker. So that's what you'd get. So this says principal will be the same principal. The shares will become 86 million. So I'll jump from 22 because I only staked it for 120 days / a month, depending on what is actually taken into account. And then well, it looks like close to a month anyway. Sorry, close to 120 days based on the shares. It was pretty close. It will become 86 million shares. So imagine that's 4 times more rewards that I'll get out of the reward pool. So that's why a lot of people are doing the max shares for 5,555 days, going for that wrap Bitcoin. And if they are really bullish on Bitcoin over time, then they'll get Bitcoin and it will go up in much more value when they claim it. So they'll have that wrap Bitcoin in their wallet. So here's got the end date as well, 2024. So it's just that's in the future, 25 days. So let's just do the upgrade. I think that would be cool. Let's just do the upgrade while we're on here. That's pulled up a MetaMask notification. I'll have to do some transactions. So let's confirm that. Boom. And why not while we're here? So I didn't plan on doing this, but this is exciting. The option's there, so we haven't tested this part. So we're going to test that. Now it's going to take a little while to process as it goes up to the MetaMask. I have to just go to MetaMask to check it. You can't see this part, unfortunately, but if you go to your MetaMask, check the Ethereum, you'll see a pending transaction, and boom, there it goes. So that's actually finished. It's actually confirmed. Pretty cool. What's it done here? You can see the start, the end date's changed to 24th of February 22. Now my shares has jumped as expected to 86.2 million. Fantastic. So I'll be getting max shares. I just increased my reward from the wrap Bitcoin by 4 times, and also obviously getting way more Axion rewards. I just increased my shares, so that's pretty awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I really did. Now let's go back to auction. I'm not sure whether the wrap Bitcoin is in there, but we're going to look for the history. Thought there might be a history to, completed auctions here. So just checking this out. Venture. So we've got the type of ventures here. Let's just go back here. Oh no, we can't go back on that one. So that's the history there. Just seeing whether they had the wrap Bitcoin part. The auto stake period for VCA is a minimum of 120 days, longer than the normal ones. Venture capital auction investor also receives an immediate 10% wrap Bitcoin bonus upon completing of the VCA, which they are bidded in. So I was just wondering where that would be in terms of claiming that. Let's have I'll just check my wallet briefly. I don't believe you have to claim the wrap Bitcoin, so not sure where that would be showing up at the moment. So it may be showing up in it may take a little while to process as well. That's the other side of it. So can't see that they're here at the moment, but that must be a feature. Maybe isn't turned on at the moment. So we'll look for that one. Bid in auction. There is no referral bonus during VCA auctions. Okay, interesting. Copy of my referral code. Okay, well, so that's something else as well. It needs to be a bit clarified. So there's a couple of things. Obviously, there's testnet, and a lot of these things have already been brought to their attention. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's pretty much all the features I can see there at the moment on this here that we can play with. If we have more features come up tomorrow, then we can play with that. Just looking at this deposit LP tokens, so we've got nothing there. Swap, there's nothing new in there. That's for the old token Hex 3T. And let's have a look at the stake here. Oh, this is cool. All right, so I didn't see this earlier when I jumped in here. Obviously, I've got my stake down here below that we did, and we upgraded it for max shares. And then you can see here that it has my value of my portfolio now. So now, before I had zero, remember I had nothing in my portfolio. So you see my previous video, which we did a full walkthrough on this, I had zero. Now I have 23.4 million Axion staked, and it shows that I've got $7,800. And it shows liquid Axion is zero. That's true because I staked it all. So total is there. And what else here? New stake. So that's got my it's got all my shares. So we know that I've got 86 million shares. It says 86 million down here because I upgraded to max shares. And I've got 0.1% of all shares. Oh, that'd be pretty cool to have that actually, because it's quite a bit of wrapped Bitcoin in there. So would that be? Oh, that's probably $100 or a couple $100, something that's pretty good. Maybe 150 bucks a week or something, or a day. Can't remember now. But pretty neat. And then you've obviously got all this so you can max share too. Oh, here. Okay, so venture capital auction dividends. Here they are, folks. Oh, we found them. I thought they weren't here. I was like looking for them, and you've seen it live. So venture capital auction dividends, token name wrapped Bitcoin. This is the main event. Other than withdrawing out of the auction, main wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC symbol, dividends earned in here. So obviously it's not active live, right? So they're not going to be populating this. Dividends earned, but I will check up tomorrow. So if I find some dividends here, I'll definitely be doing a live stream on that. And then I can withdraw them. So there's the withdrawal button. So let's refresh this page and see whether it actually has processed anything. That'd be pretty neat. I don't know, that's pretty exciting. Boy, this is like super exciting. It's about what to come. Wrapped Bitcoin, man, that's just crazy stuff. I'm very bullish on wrapped Bitcoin. I'll be doing lots of Bitcoin videos as well. Just letting the Bitcoin community knowing that they can stake Axion and get Bitcoin. Pretty impressive. But here it is, folks, and I'm sure that may populate either today, maybe half an hour after I withdraw it. You know, you never know the delay, but that's pretty bullish. There it is, folks. It's the main event. That's what you get. So that's pretty cool, and that's on the staking tab. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's why I was on the auction page. I withdrew my bid. I staked it. It had a staking form. I went to stake. I even upgraded my stake because it gave me the option. Now I can't do that, of course, because it's already max shares. And here's my venture capital auction dividends and wrapped Bitcoin. And it's got a couple of rows, so it'll be interesting to see that. And obviously, if I click here, I can go to the calculator and estimate how much money I would get in real terms. We've got the nice charts now updated. Here, it's got staked amount. This is just fictitious data, but that's where it is, total supply. I'm loving it. There's my address up there for the testnet. Really cool. All right, I hope you really enjoyed that. That was really cool. I love this stuff. It's so good, and I'm looking forward to. I'll see whether there's any update with my stake tomorrow. I may very well do a third part 3 for this testnet series for the new Axion staking platform. Let's quickly jump to the price because I know we were looking at that. Remember, if you watched a couple of videos ago, I gave you these orange charts, and we've definitely bounced out top here. So we're in a zigzag pattern or channel, as it were, and we're going to the top. We need this breakout at 00035. It's very important, but I think it's coming, folks. Now this orange one is the 12th of March. That is when the venture auctions are expected to launch, barring no major issues with the audit, of course. That is the only caveat, but I'm pretty confident that they'll get it. Also, the testing net is running for at least right up to basically the period. I would imagine they may shut it down maybe the day before, but it's pretty awesome. And typically when I do audits, any issues are normally dealt with as they're doing the audits. They talk back and forth with the auditors, and often if there's minor issues, medium issues, that they can be dealt with if they're not critical path stuff. So pretty neat. So there we are, folks. We're actually doing pretty well. We're up. This was a daily chart, so we're up the last two days up to here. And so we're up about 60%. Now I did say around here, I said we were most likely to go up here, so I've got a nice green arrow. I don't know if you can, let me just screen that so you can see the arrow there. So this was a couple of days, it's pretty much going along that path. We need to break that top orange line for a real breakout, and I'm expecting that. No problems with the wrapped Bitcoin. Who's giving out wrapped Bitcoin as dividends? Especially if you see my previous video, we're looking at anywhere from 20, 30 million up to 50 million depending on the price and demand. So pretty bullish. And let's quickly look at substantiator for that. So we're going to go to the Axion dashboard, we're going to close. We're going to see that we've got the current auction is the last standard weekly. It's a weekly auction. Yes, that's last standard weekly auction. 1 billion Axion available. After this, we're going down to the standard auctions will only be 100 million Axion, and you can see that the 1 billion is worth 393,000 US dollars. All right, so you can see how easy it is to get that 30 million, as I said earlier. In my previous video that I've just launched. If you haven't seen that, check that out because it's pretty insightful about how the change in Axion price would impact the amount of wrapped Bitcoin that you'd get out of the auction in total for the year. So talking about big dollars, I mean talking about 30 million, 50 million dollars, and obviously the bigger the Axion gets, the bigger the community, the more demand that goes on, the higher those numbers go, the bigger the valuation of Axion into the billions. You know, that's the way it goes from where we are at the moment. So I think we're around about 27 million at the moment. So we've got a long way we can move. And so here we are at the moment. We've got total bid in is 231 ETH. That's 356,000. So we're almost sold out. We're not far away, and we've still got 4 hours to go. So looks like a no-brainer problem to make. This is a first test run before the VCA auctions. So we're going to have 2 1 billion auctions, but we're reducing. The other 5 days are going to go down from 300 million down to 100 million. And so that means we've got plenty of economic juice ready to go in. So I can see a very, very positive chance of selling out and potentially being oversold. So I think it's bringing massive, and this is a good day. See, this Uniswap rate is actually down at 4.5 million. If you only remember a week ago, or whatever, a couple of days, maybe 4 or 5 days ago actually, or 4 days, then we were probably at 8 million. So it's all heading in the right direction, folks. Pretty neat indeed. Obviously, this is the last day for 1 billion. If you want to get that 10% bonus, use the link below in the video description, and you can go to the auction page and enter with some ease and get that 10% bonus. Now, let's have a quick look at the GUI. I'd like to have a look at the GUI here just to give you an idea of transaction costs at the moment. So we are more modest now, so we've come down from those skyrocketing 200 to 500 GUI, and we are getting better results. So we've got 65 GUI on the low side, 85 on the average, high GUI 94. That's moving around, you know, all the time, but that's where we're at the moment. So we've got the SRC transfer, so you can transfer between wallets. You got $6.47 up to $9.35 if you want it real fast. Uniswap trade, $26 average, $28 fast, $19.90 slow. You don't do slow if you're in a slow moving market. Otherwise, you at least at the very minimum want to do the average or faster. You can see that the average time is 2 minutes 37. The average fast is 30 seconds. Obviously, if you up the GUI, you have even faster. And you can see this the GUI versus the speed and on this chart over here. So if we go to 85 GUI, you can see that 85 GUI here is 157 seconds, which is 2 minutes 37. So that's where you get that. And if 94 GUI, we can see right as the fastest on this one. Obviously, you can go faster. Then 94 is 30 seconds, which we can see here. That's how that charts. Now, if you were going to do Uniswap, add and remove liquidity provisions. So if you want to do that for Axion with the Axion LP tokens, then you're looking at $22.77, which is really great because before some people were trying to do it. It was, you know, when GUI was really high, it was like 150 bucks and stuff like that. So this is a lot easier to enter the liquidity provision, and so I'm really happy about that myself. So that's pretty cool, and I hope you enjoyed this one. It's pretty neat. We'll refresh one more time and just see whether any wrapped Bitcoins come in there yet so far. So we'll check that out. Just waiting for that to update. It's updated now. So did this update anything? Nothing there yet. So I'll check and see whether something comes in tomorrow. It may not be linked because there's no wrapped Bitcoin. So, but it is fictitious, so they might do some fictitious Bitcoin delivery there. So we'll check that out tomorrow. How are we doing for time? 24 minutes. LD, good evening, mate. Yeah, good to have you here. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you've really enjoyed the second live Let's Play live chat on the staking platform Portal Testnet. We basically looked at the withdrawal feature, and we looked at the max share feature, and also we saw that there were wrapped Bitcoin sitting there, and we're waiting for those to fill out, assuming that they're going to do that in the testnet. If obviously in live they'll be doing that. Pretty epic indeed. So that's a bit of a quick summary of that, and I'll just go through that one more time, what we did. So here we are, we withdrew from the auction. We had 0.7 ETH that we put in the other day. into the venture capital auction. It says auction type. It said withdraw. We did withdraw. It paid a little bit of gas, and then it said completed, and we then jumped to the stake. Then it pulled up once we withdrew, it pulled up a stake form, which was really nicely laid out. We staked it for approximately 120 days, and then it showed up the fact that we had staked it here. You scroll down to the bottom of the stake page, you can see our newly fresh stake. We staked it for 120 days. It said we could withdraw or max shares or stake longer or upgrade. I think it was. Yeah, it was upgrade. So we upgraded it and we max shared it. That's to 15.2 years. We increased our number of shares by 4 times, almost 4 times, 86 million. So that's going to give us a lot more wrapped Bitcoin. And here at the top here, we've got the wrapped Bitcoin ready to come in. Pretty cool. Obviously, we can use this estimated earnings. I'll just post this link in the description. New staking platform, Testnet. If you haven't seen this one, now you do have to go into the Rob Stein network. So just hook up your MetaMask wallet and change it to the Rob Stein network on your MetaMask from the Ethereum one. That's how you access it, and you can play around with this. You can do what I did. You can also get some fake Ethereum. Just Google it and you can find a fake Ethereum and import that. So pretty neat. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's pretty cool. I like the look of it. They're going to obviously do quite a few little UI changes, I imagine, and UX changes. UX means user experience changes, and that looks really good, bodes really well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Price is looking very bullish. Look, we just reached a new high up here for the day, 00034. I'm expecting that really we need to break. Oh, there's a big jump there to 35. Are we going to get the breakout live while we're watching? I don't know. So we've got total liquidity 5.7 million, massive daily volume 1.8 million. That's pretty high for us. Pooled ETH is now at a whopping 1800. Remember, it used to be down like 850. Now we're at 1800. Isn't that beautiful? And we were well over 10 billion just a couple of days ago. Now we're down at just under 8.3 billion. Transactions 28,774. So sustained demand, and we'll see a lot of that happening. Still got a few bots mucking around. Only a little profit there, so that's all right. And we obviously get some profiteers coming in wanting to sell, but we've got all these big buys. I've got 38 ETH, 165 million. So big buys there, 46 million. So, but you get a bit of these traders here coming in as well. So they came in for a big trade and exit there, so no big deal. And we've got some bots trading. So swing traders, bot traders in the mix there, and so forth. Often a big one like this 165 million, they'll probably trigger that sort of thing. But onwards and upwards, folks, we are moving up. We have, I think we've got a long way. We just need to break out of this mark here. This is a very pivotal time. It's interesting that we just did live stream at this time, and this is a very pivotal moment. So let's see if we've got any. Need to use some of the other tools that are on here. I think it might be this one. Yeah, so I'm not sure where that one goes. I'm going to roll my chart at this rate. So we just want to bust that line there anyway, and after we break out of there, I mean, who knows where it's going to go. It's going to be new territory, so it's going to be pretty epic. Oh, Gwei's just dropped down to 69 too, so if you've got any stakes or anything you want to unstake, you might as well get into that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and keep watching the chart, for goodness sake, because it's looks like we might be at the final breakout point that we need, and that I'm expecting. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll be doing a live stream for the close of the auction today. I'll be actually start opening earlier. I'll probably open maybe 30 minutes before, something like that, and run that out. And then I'll be doing lots more shows this week. We've got massive the venture capital auction. I'll be doing lots of Bitcoin promos as well. So hope you enjoyed this one, and plenty of other good videos that I've just done recently you can check out on this channel too. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like and share, hit the bell for further notifications, share the video, and of course if you want that 10% bonus for the auction, hit the link below. Cheers!